Hello. Can you guess what I'm talking about today? Yes, comma. Today I have special guest called conjunctions. Party goes on. So I'm going to talk about a punctuation mark superstar, comma, again. Last time I talked about comma splices, and if you haven't watched that video, I recommend watching that before this video because I talked about dependent clauses and independent clauses, and understanding what they are is really helpful for you to understand what I'm gonna say better. So I hope you will watch that video first and come back to this if you haven't watched my last video. So let's get started. You know what conjunctions are? There are two types. The first one is coordinating conjunctions, aka fanboys conjunctions. And the other one is subordinating conjunctions. You can find examples here. And I'm going to explain the very basic rules and start with coordinating conjunctions. Here are two sentences. If we want to join those two, we can use a coordinating conjunction and. This is what the sentence is going to look like. I have a cat, comma, his name is Neko. What we want to keep in mind is there's no space between cat and the comma, but we need to insert one space after the comma. Also, sometimes the comma can be omitted if the latter independent clause is short, but I tend to use a comma all the time because I don't want to think about what's short or what's long. The last thing I want to touch on is don't separate the sentence into two. This is what I mean. I cannot say it is 100% incorrect, but I don't recommend the form, especially when you write academic essays or something formal. We use conjunctions to show the connection between independent clauses. So if you use a period, there's no point in using conjunction because a period means total separation. Okay, let's move on to subordinating conjunction. Here are two sentences. If you want to join these two, we can use the subordinating conjunction, when. There are two ways to do that. The one is, when I went jogging, comma, I came across my English teacher. A subordinating conjunction changes an independent clause to dependent clause. Dependent clauses cannot stand alone, so we cannot use a period. Comma is the only option here. A period doesn't work. No punctuation mark doesn't work either. So, the other way to use when to join these two sentences is I came across my English teacher when I went jogging. The conjunction when is in the middle of the sentence. In this case, you don't need a comma. How to use a comma depends on the position of the subordinating conjunction. That's all. I hope everything is clear. I made everything simple, so if you have any questions, please leave a comment or you can send me a DM anytime. And a comma is a superstar of punctuation marks. We see it everywhere all the time in writing. So there are a lot of rules about commas, and there are always exceptions and gray areas. But what I explained today is very basic rules. I hope they are helpful for you. And at the end of the video, I prepared an exercise, so give it a try and enjoy it. And yeah, so that's all. Thank you for watching. I'll see you very soon. Have a good night, have a good day, have a good whatever. Bye.